What's up, everybody? Another video here from the Practical Tech channel. Hey, listen, I just want to talk about it's a real brief video. Want to give a shout out to Honda and the Honda Insight. It's the hybrid, pretty much a hybrid Honda Civic. Um, got a 2019 Honda Insight about going on 3 years ago, um, back in 2019. Doing some traveling from work and stuff like that, and wanted to get something that looked like a hybrid, or something that looked like a regular car, but gave me the gas mileage of a hybrid. Um, let's jump into it. So I'm inside my garage today. It's a rainy day outside, but I wanted to get this video out just for, just to kind of give my feedback on it. Again, the Practical Tech channel is more or less just a review channel of stuff that I'm using on a day to day. I'm not getting sponsored by any of these companies or anything like that. Really just want to kind of share, pros and cons of some of the tech that I use on a daily basis. And this is another video. So, real quick, the biggest thing I like about this one, it's a hybrid, but it's not a hatchback or some weird looking style. I mean, I either want to go full electric and look futuristic, or I want something that looks normal so I don't get a bunch of stairs on the road. At the same time, I want that 40 to 50 miles to the gallon. Let me show you the gas mileage that I'm getting right now, and let you make your own choice on which hybrid or electric car to go with in the future. All right, first and foremost, guys, the car is running, and I love it because in in place, uh, sitting in place. The beautiful thing about it is there's no emissions being sent out, or at least not a loud sound. The good on that one is it's quiet. The bad is sometimes if you're not used to having a push button start vehicle or a car that goes as quiet, you may forget that it's on, or like me, do something dangerous like turn it on inside of your garage. It does fluctuate between gas and electric. Right now you see it's on EV, and it's electric, all electric right now. uh, Real quick, just want to show you where I'm at. Right, so took a road trip this past week. Reset the gauge, filled it up with gas. Well, I just refilled up, so don't look at the gas needle thinking that I got 1,000 miles and still have you know three-quarters of a tank left. But no, look at the gas, or look at the usage that I have right now, since the last time I reset the mileage meter. 1,219. I'm averaging about 46.8 miles to the gallon. I can tell you this on good authority. When I travel around the city exclusively for a week, let's say 4 or 5 days out of the week, I'm getting about 50 to 55 miles to the gallon. When you travel around the city with this thing, the start and stop feature, the electric feature that kicks in, the EV mode that kicks in, that is amazing. On the highway, making long road trips, you're going to average about 40 to 43 miles to the gallon, somewhere around there, just because you're using more gas. So, on the side of, or more energy on the side of the country that I live in is really mountainous. So, when I'm going up these mountains or going on these long stretches up, um, it's just pulling, and it's trying to make sure it keeps you going with the flow of traffic. And it has three different gauges. Let me show you that real. I said gauges, but it has three different modes. You have the economy, sport, and EV. EV kicks on and off for the most part by itself. You can click on EV, but really it gives you about 5 or 6 minutes of usage, and then it kicks off if you're going above like 25 or 30 miles an hour. Sport mode, that puts your car in regular Honda, go get it mode, right? So you're at a stoplight, you're in a situation where you're getting challenged, or you really need to get out there in traffic or something like that, or whatever. Sport mode gives you a little kick. Economy is where I ride most of the time, just to get the most gas mileage possible. I'm not that ambitious on the road to where I need to kick it in sport mode, but sometimes you need it. If you live in a big city, or if you live somewhere where people disrespect your Honda, the sport mode is what you must go with. Lastly, pros and cons, guys. The pros, of course, the price of the car, about the same as a Honda Civic or any other compact to mid-sized vehicle. Great vehicle.
If you have a big family, probably not the vehicle for you. If you're just looking for something for work, looking for something to bounce around the city in, this is perfect. I love the graphics, the information it gives you as you're driving. This is a graphic that lets you know, hey, slow it down a bit, or hey, get the most mileage for your gas. You know, this is what you need to do. Um, Also, like this one, when you're driving, it lets you know where your power is coming from, either battery or in the engine up top there, which is pretty cool. Let you just gives you a graphic just to let you know where your utilization is coming from, which is pretty awesome. Um, I would say the cons, if there are any, the cons. This is a pet peeve of mine, but the Android Auto in this thing is terrible. It kicks on, kicks off. One of the technicians at Honda said, "Oh, your cords are bad," but I gave this guy two separate, brand new cords that freshly purchased, and he had the same issues that I had as far as just connection and consistently connecting. You hop in the car, you're running late for something. The last thing you want to do is have to play around with Android Auto to get it to kick in so you can listen to your playlist or whatever. Um, I would say another con is, again, if you have a big family or if you're using this as a day-to-day car, it's a Civic, dude. I mean, look, if you have grown kids, or if you're used to riding with more than two adults in the car, it's going to be a struggle for that backseat person. I mean, just in general. I mean, it gives you plenty of space, but still, if you're like me, I like to ride with my seat all the way back, and whoever's behind me, sorry, but it is what it is. So small kids, two adults, kids in the back, you should be able to get away with this. For the most part, it's the perfect work car, though, I would tell you. Um, Lastly, the last con that I would have on this particular car, um, is the size of the gas tank. I mean, I guess you have to sacrifice something. On a long road trip, I think the gas tank is like 12 to 14 gallons or something like that. Um, which, which makes you fill it up. It's good because I never got, even with the gas prices spiking, I have never had to put more than $30 of gas in my car at one, or pay for more than $30 of gas in my car. However, on a long road trip, you can really see, you know, getting 40 or 50 miles to the gallon, but I still, have to stop in some untimely places or whatever, just because the gas tank is only so big. But uh, that's me wishful thinking, right? To me, the hybrid vehicle is a bridge vehicle until the fully electric stuff really kicks in. I need more power, more charging stations in more rural areas. And I want some better options. I'm not paying 60, 70 grand for an electric vehicle. So yeah, I mean, hey, listen, you know, 28,000 for this vehicle, and this is the I want to say the EX model. I didn't go all out and I didn't go base, so I went right in the middle. Um, Electric seats and power windows and half of the bells and whistles. You can get the souped up version, whatever the top of the line is. In that case, for me, I would say you may want to think about getting the Honda Accord hybrid if you're looking to get the fully loaded. I guess was the touring model. They were really close in similarities. The biggest difference was the Accord gave you more backseat room and more trunk space for the most part, but they were literally about the same vehicle. Um, but you get more bells and whistles with the EX model of the Honda Accord than you do with the EX model of the Insight. So take a look if you're out looking for a vehicle, or if you're thinking about going hybrid. This is definitely a good choice. You don't have to go with the Prius hatchback look or some of the Ionic hatchback look. Looked at that as well. Um, Great vehicle, great for the price, great for the gas mileage. Um, and if you're looking for a bridge car like I was, this is a good choice for you. All right, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. I don't know if I have enough credit to get subscribers yet, but subscribe if you're interested in watching a guy going around telling you what all he's bought and what he thinks about it. And we'll see you on the next video. Hope you guys are having a good one.